Okay, we're recording. I went into the church. Excuse me. I went into the church and I lit a candle for myself because I felt that the doctors were going to section me and pump me full of injection medication because I'd expressed suicidal feelings just using the fact of expressing these feelings as an excuse to put me on section so that they could inject me. I was very upset. But there's this beautiful service going on in the church. And it kind of filled me with the Holy Spirit. And then when I got back, I read the Bible. And it said, do not judge people. It pretty much says, to me, to my mind, do not judge people. This is the law and the prophets. And somewhere in the Bible it says, if you're into God, you have to follow the law and the prophets. It's, I'll tell you, it's quite profound reading actually. It's chapter 7, Matthew. And it really sorted my head out. I don't know what's going to happen. But apparently, I was just talking to a nurse and I can't remember her name. So, anyway, I know I should be able to know her name of, she's been here ages. Injection wasn't mentioned. So there's that. And also, as I left, there was a doctor called Dr. Syed. And I thought he was here for me. Because I'd spoken to Helen earlier on, she's a doctor, about these suicidal feelings. And I thought that she'd got Dr. Kumar and Dr. Syed involved. And it was all going to be a big thing. And they're all going to do what I just explained. My fears. But Dr. Syed wasn't there for me. He was there for a female patient. So I got that wrong. The nurse, I was really upset. I said to her, can I speak to you? And she says, I've got to speak to you. And she came in my room and because she was just across the corridor. And she said, we've got to hold you here tonight because of what you've been telling Helen. So, and I won't be able to leave tomorrow morning until I've seen the doctor. I think that's about it. 5 minutes worth. Like I say, it was a beautiful service. It was, what did he call it? Even song or something. It was 6 o'clock. I arrived and it went on for about 10 minutes, quarter of an hour. I'll have to go earlier and catch it tomorrow night. But yeah, I was really scared. I really thought they were going to try and pump me full of drugs. And my skin is crawling right now with the feelings that I was having, or feelings that I'm having right now about what they might do. Not what they might do, but what I imagine them doing, except I don't, because my fears have been laid to rest, but my mind's still going. So I just feel that giving people drugs is so wrong. Forcing drugs on people is so wrong, especially what I was going to say is especially the injection. But what's the difference between the injection and pills? They started giving me the injection because they felt that when I left I was going to ditch my pills. I know it's completely retarded because I just wouldn't turn up for the injection. And that would be the end of it. But yeah, forcing pills on people who don't want them, I think it's evil. I'm not being judgmental. That Bible passage, it said, do not judge, for whatever measure you use to judge other people, it will be measured against you with that same measure. And the mote in thy brother's eye and the beam in thy own eye, and that sort of thing. But I just feel that it's wrong to pick people up. They could be anybody, it doesn't matter. They just pick people up, fancy bullying them, because some people like to bully people. And they take them into the mental health institution and they pump them full of drugs and they keep them there as long as they can. And what you have to do is you have to go to the solicitor in order to get out. And that's the system I'm in at the moment, except I'm on the tail end of it. And that's probably why I thought they were going to try and reinstate the whole thing. Because I'm free, because I'm going to be housed. I should be in my own place on Friday. Not a day after tomorrow, but a week after that. Yeah, and I thought they were going to try and reinstate the whole thing, get me back on the injection and section me, and just, my fear is that they want to keep me here my whole life. That's my fear. Because of my gender issues. Except it's not because of my gender issues, it's because of this thing here. That there. it's because of that. I've got an itchy nose and I've got nothing to wipe myself with. I'll let this run 15 minutes and then I'll stop it and I'll try and post it on YouTube. Yeah. So I thought they were going to try and ensnare me back into the system again on this suicidal thing. You know, just for as long as they could. Probably about a week. Give me the injection. And a week later I'll be out because I call my solicitor and I'll get out. And these are the contents of my head. This is the state I'm in. And it's taking antipsychotic medication that makes you feel this way. It blurs your thinking, it blurs your consciousness. It makes you scared. And these people are to be scared of because I have seen some stuff. I saw a lady who entered the men's ward and she was so slight. She was, I think I've told this story before, under bed junkie. She was so slight that she was like a stick. Oops, computer's going dark. And she was very short as well. And they had about 4 to 6 nurses on her. And they said that if she'd have struggled, they would have broken her neck. Her exact words were, we would have. And this is pure hate. It's just absolute pure hate. So I've seen some stuff. I've been restrained very heavily. I've had my arm broken in prison. I've had a man kneel on my arm with all his weight. He's the biggest bloke I have ever seen. But my arm was broken in an arm lock. It just went to rubber. Yeah, I've seen some things, and I'm starting to understand the world. How people just become hated, and people just stop treating them like human beings, and they've done nothing wrong. People just go down the chute, and we're allowing this to happen. The world is a very sick place. I've got 1 minute left. I'll give myself 30 seconds. I'm talking about homeless people. They say don't give them money because they buy booze. But if you don't give them money, how are they going to eat? They'll be dead. What are they going to do? Forage for food in the undergrowth? Catch a rabbit? I think that what I just said there is extreme wisdom. Don't give them money because they'll buy booze. I'm being sarcastic. It's dumb. It's dumb as shit because they can't buy any food and they won't survive. Right, I've got 10 seconds left and I'm stopping this.